Pa, 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 paqui!
Sniper, no sniping. Hello? Anybody home? Sniper, no sniping. Ronan, greetings.
Hi, Hank.
How you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm at work, so I'm making money. So I'm doing well.
Oh, cool. Okay. Hey, when you're making money, you can't spend it.
That's right. I need to do a little bit of repair work on my car, so that's why I need to make some money. I just need to replace the front discs. No big deal. They're just warped.
Yeah. I've done mechanic work before.
Hit the brakes, my front end starts shaking. So it's not really a big problem. My front end brakes work fine. It's just annoying.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I know the feeling. It's just you know what it is. You know you can live with it, but it's just so annoying. You just don't want to, have it around. Yeah.
yep, that's it. I guess the disc got too hot or something. Maybe it was the heat of the summer. But they were just fine when I first got the car. And I guess the summer heat just warped the metal.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. Anyway, I don't know how long they've been operating. But it could have been just attrition. Over time, so it happens.
Yeah, it's a 96 model. Pretty old. I love old cars.
Oh yeah. Oh, these modern ones. Let's say some years ago, but you're looking at the sides of those cars that just look like a worn out bar of soap. They all got the same basic shape. It's like unless you go up to the car and find what's on the side or the back, you don't know what model it is. It just looks like a bar of soap that's worn down. That's it. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, obviously, I go with the classics, the old excuse me, 65, 66 Mustang fastbacks, the old 55 Chevy. A lot of people like the 57 Chevys, but I like the 55s. I like the earlier cars too. I mean, it's like those cars to me, they were cars. You know what I mean? They were real cars. But nowadays, yeah, they're sophisticated. They look nice. La 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 la. No, I don't like them.
Yeah, if I had a chance to buy another car, I'd buy another Toyota Camry or another Honda Accord. I mean, those are just good cars for me.
Oh man, those Toyotas are good. The early Toyotas, man, they're good cars. They're good cars. The Camrys are good cars.
You talk about take a licking and keep on ticking. I mean, that damn thing. Man, I
Oh
got
yeah.
300,000 miles on it. It's an '03 Camry. 300,000. Still runs like a top. Needs a little front end work, but hey, that's not my fault or Toyota's fault that Texas can't keep the roads looking nice.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I mean, down here, well, I'm in Corpus Christi. We have what they call a pothole patrol. The local TV station that just gives us the number and just call up or report potholes. but then again, it just happens because it's this region of the state. It shifts a lot, right? We have a lot of clay down here, so it just shifts a lot. I can't really blame the engineers or the contractors, but uh, our, our our city wisdom, had gone for the cheapest contractors, and they've had to come back and redo the roads a few times. It's just poor management on their part.
So I can definitely blame the city for this one. It's just, I think they do it on purpose. Like the stock companies are in cahoots with the bleach companies. The more you bleach your stock, the more often you use stock. So I kind of think that the tire companies and the places like that, I think they're in cahoots. But maybe I'm just a conspiracy theorist. But hey, I mean, if you could make a contract with people and every time they need new tires, like, hey, would you like cheese? I mean, tire rods with that? It's the same thing over and over again. You're always going to need extra parts. You're always going to need an alignment. And somebody's making money off of it, and it ain't the people.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, well, like I said before, well, not the majority, but over 50% of the people who can and are eligible to vote, basically, they're really busy with their lives, and they don't have that kind of time, to focus on things that we do. It's like, you know, it's like I voted already, right? I'm an early voter, right? And a lot of people are, like during the week, if they don't have that time to go vote. I mean, they're working. They got to make that money because they need to afford whatever they need and provide for their families and such.
I don't know if I told you, but we have a city manager here, which is kind of like the mayor, but he's elected by 7 people, the city council. So this city council elects the city manager, and nobody can get on that city council board.
Okay,
And go ahead.
okay, but your council members are voted in, right? And then they pick a city manager. Is that how it goes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the same thing here. Our last city manager had to leave the job because if you heard of Flint, Michigan, we had the same problem here. Down in Corpus Christi, do not drink the water. I'm warning you now. Tell everyone don't drink the water here, man. Our city manager, I forget his name, thankfully, because I don't want to be angry at anyone. So I forget his name, but yeah, I mean, he was an autocratic, just well, the way he talked, he was like mean spirited person, and he just thought his way was the best way. He cut corners here and there, and that got us all into trouble. Got a lot of people sick. Nothing was done. He just resigned. But yeah, we have that form of government here.
It sucks, man, because my boss, the owner of my restaurant, or his restaurant, really, um, got everybody to vote against him, but of course they pay off just enough people. That's my opinion. It was a 4-3 loss, so they lost, and he's still the manager. And one day the judge ordered a pizza, and I brought it up to the top of the courthouse, and they're talking about financial stuff. And the fucking city manager says to me, "Do you got a gun on you?" I'm in the middle of a fucking courthouse. A fucking gun on me. It's in the car where it's supposed to be. Glove box. And I'm just sitting there thinking, this dude is shaking in his fucking boots. If he's scared the pizza guy might have a gun on him.
It's sad. It's sad. When I was when I was a child, right? I was, what was impressed upon me is that our city leaders were, above reproach. They were the best of people. And the impression was, because you're just a nobody, you're not, worthy. of being up there, in the clouds, as they say. And then I grew up and found out it was no, it's all a lie. It was all a lie. That's when I became active, started writing letters, making phone calls. Obviously, nothing happened, but at least I vented.
Have to fill out.
Are you using Wi-Fi, Frank? I mean, Hank?
No, I've got Metro PCS. Not very reliable service, but it's unlimited.
No, no, because you're breaking up, and with other people that I've chatted with, I've started asking because they mentioned, "Oh, this Wi-Fi is messing up," but I'm not using Wi-Fi. I'm going straight PC, line out. So it's like, it's like I wonder what's so good about Wi-Fi if it keeps causing those problems, connectivity problems. So that's why I asked if you were using Wi-Fi. I don't know about all possibilities and stuff. I just hear the words and repeat them, but I understand what Wi-Fi is, antenna and stuff. But like I said, it's a lot of people mention that, oh, this Wi-Fi keeps going out. It's like, okay, so Wi-Fi is not that reliable. They're probably moving around. If they have a mobile device or something. I'm just trying to find out all the possibilities and basically trace it down to the core cause of that problem, for whatever it might be. I don't know, but either way, like I said, like sometimes you're coming in, but I can kind of piece together what you're saying, because I don't really want to be like, I call it being rude, impolite by saying, hey, you're breaking up. Yeah, it's like, it's not on you, obviously, or the person speaking. It's the technology, you know, not working as best possible. So I'm not sure.
I'll be back.
Happy wrenching.
Can you hear me very well now? Hello?
No, Hank, it's still, you start and then it like, can you hear me now? Like that. It like, I call it fading in and out, but like I said, you start saying something and then it'll break out and then come back in. And like I said, I just pieced together what you're saying. But no, like I said, I don't know what it is. I don't know enough about this technology to determine the causes.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes. That was clear throughout.
Um, yeah, there's dead spots in town where the major highways and interstate intersect each other. I don't know why, but every time I go through those spots, it's a dead spot, dead zone. And maybe it's a dead zone on purpose. Um, it's just a theory that I've heard that people are hijacking your internet processor So like if you got like a really badass computer, people can hack into your computer and I don't know, they got like crawlers and bots, and they can use your badass processor if you leave it on to put a whole bunch of hits on their YouTube and whatnot. And
Oh, really? Well, yes, that's a possibility. But you're breaking up again. My apologies. It's like I said, it's not you. Like I said, I know it's not you, but it's happening again. Yeah, you start out and you come across clear, and then it goes to muffled. I call it. I guess it'd be more like muffled, not breaking up. It muffles what you're saying. But go ahead. I can piece it together as you chat.
one, get a Wi-Fi extender or go closer to your Wi-Fi.
And now that was totally unclear. No, it's. I'm not blaming you, Hank. I'm not blaming you.
And
No, it's like it sounds like that, like that. It sounds like that.
I got 5 bars, 4G LTE. How about now?
Yeah, you're there now. It's real clear now.
Yeah, sometimes it just goes in and out. We'll see how long it stays that way. All right, so the 3 ways to boost your Wi-Fi signal. Move closer to the base unit or get a Wi-Fi extender. Turn off other things that you're not using, like other devices and other programs. And the 3rd way is to get a better internet package. For me, I can't do any of those things, so my only option is to buy a better phone.
Oh, okay.
I've seen Wi-Fi extenders for like 30 or 50 bucks at Walmart. A lot of people are using those. Some of them go out pretty far, like 100 yards.
Oh.
The nice ones.
Well, I saw a couple of YouTube videos, right? I forget the name of the gentleman, young guy, one of those young smart guys, and what he did was he basically made a form, right, and put it over his Wi-Fi antenna, and then he used well, it's all electromagnetism and physics, right? He used a couple of actual, like, I think it was AAA or AA batteries, right? Where he attached them to the actual line coming in, or the line between the router and computer, right? He taped them up, right, in line, right, and that improved the signal. Like economical ways to do it, so I'd suggest you try that. Find that guy. Improving my internet connection, something like that. But he's a young, real young guy. I forget if he wore glasses, but
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah. But it's like just he had various ways of doing it. But I looked at him and I thought, well, what I have works just fine. So I don't really need to try to enhance the system in any way.
Yeah, when I'm at home, plugged up to my laptop, it works flawlessly. When I'm plugged up to my PC, it has audio issues. I don't know why. When I'm on the Wi-Fi on the phone, it works flawlessly, as far as I can tell.
Oh, have you looked into videos that might improve your audio?
Yeah, new microphone. I got a gamer's headset microphone, Turtle Beach.
Well, a microphone would improve your sound quality, but I don't think that has anything to do with the actual connection.
Right.
I mean, obviously a good mic, just picks up sound better and cancels noise and stuff like that, all that fancy stuff. But I don't think that has anything to do with the actual connection, because that's where the problem lies. What specific part within the connection, I don't know, obviously, but it can't be the mic, because the mic would work or not work, or if it's like I said, if a person sounds bad, it's it could be just a cheap mic, but the person can still relay signals through the mic. The magnet works. In other words, it's a magnet. It's constant, but it's just the connection, between the router and the wall, or the router and the computer. That's the problem.
The last wireless headset I bought was a really cheap one, and this one's a Skull or something like that. Skull Candy. and it's a wireless one that you wrap around the back of your neck, and I think it works pretty good.
Well, put it this way: if you're wearing that one now, you sound clear. Everything comes right on time.
Yeah, I got it on clearance for $25. I was pretty happy.
I originally I got the headphones with a mic connected to it, and I was doing that, but I had to abandon that altogether because it causes earaches. I lost hearing for 24 hours. It's just not for me. I guess I'm not used to it, so my head can't really handle it. Well, my ears can't handle it. And another gentleman here, I think it's Flatty Plane, he told me he was using a Blue Yeti mic, so I went out and bought one. And okay, my ears don't hurt anymore.
Yeah, my ears are pretty calloused.
Oh no, I have hearing loss in my right ear from when I was a young man. I used to love working on motorcycles and cars too. It's like rev them up. Just sound them off. Then I put the mufflers on. But then
It was the drums for me. 2.5 years in garage band, right ear, probably about 60% there,
yeah,
if I had to guess.
yeah. Yeah, same here. Loud amps, man, just real loud amps. Yeah, it is. I like to turn it up. And now I just don't do it because the neighbors call the cops on me.
Yeah, I miss the good old days.
Yeah,
When nobody would call the cops unless somebody was dead.
yeah. One of my favorite real time stories was Officer Casey. Corpus Christi Police Department. Right. It was Sunday morning. It was about 8 o'clock, 8:30. So I'm working on this tune. Right. It was the opening to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. Right. So I got the amp turned up, distortion on, and I start slamming on it. Da, 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 and I'm having fun with it, right? Next thing I know, Officer Casey's ringing the doorbell, right? So, come on in, Officer Casey. I've known him from previous noise complaints. Hey, come on in, He says, hey, you got to turn that down. I said, well, why? It's after 8 o'clock. He said, well, it's Sunday morning. And it automatically, right? Well, Sunday morning, they should be at church, right? And I was being serious. I expected them to be at church. I mean, most of my neighbors were Christians, so hey, they should be at church. What's the problem? And then he said, well, come on, if I gotta come back, I'm gonna have to give you a citation. I said, fine. Ever since then, right? We're talking decades ago, right? I've always turned it down, except for New Year's Eve. I really crank it up, right? And I work up that tune, Odd Lang Syne. May all acquaintance be forgot. That tune, right? But I play it on just notes on a guitar, right? And I turn it up, man. But it doesn't matter because here you can't be throwing any fireworks. You can't. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I can go outside and all the neighbors. I go out there blasting fireworks, throwing off skyrockets and stuff. So the police can't get them all.
Yeah, I don't have it in me to celebrate our independence on July the 4th, but I will participate in some civil disobedience and pop off some, like you call them, skyrockets. We call them artillery shells, whatever they are. But yeah, big bang, big lights in the sky. Fuck you, coppers. Can't stop us all.
Yeah, you can't stop it. Well, that's right. I do the same. I do the same for the 4th of July. Right. I got my own rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Right. I don't care. I'll wail it. I wail. Turn up them. I use Marshall amps. I got a full stacks, and I just forget it, man. I don't care if I do get a ticket. I'll tell the judge, hey, I'm an American. I've served in the military. I got a right to celebrate our independence. In other words, I worked up the line.
Sometimes I forget that you served.
Well,
Thank
yeah.
you for your service, sir.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. But it's like it's, man, I just have to, figure out the lines every time, I'm going to turn it up. Okay, what will I say to the cops? Okay, it's Independence Day. Hey, it's New Year's Eve. Things of that nature. It's just uh, it's like I got how do they call it? I got spooked. I got spooked. The police coming to my house and telling me to turn it down. It's like, what? Yeah, they're supposed to be at church. I still think that's funny after the fact. Obviously, after the fact.
Yeah, I don't dig the churches. There are good ones out there, but it's kind of like, you know, picking a wife. You really have to search. You really have to do some searching to find a good church. And to be honest with you, I think the best churches are held in people's houses. Um, the whole organized religion thing is absolutely ridiculous to me, unless you can group of people who are down for some Bible study and maybe, singing a few praise songs in somebody's backyard or in the woods or at the lake or in somebody's house, like I said. But like churches with like thousands of members, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I can. Like I said, I'm atheist, but I can see the idea of having a community place. Fine, call it a church. I can see that, right? But just to sit there and listen to one person, basically prophesize is okay. I mean, yes, you need that uh, link, if you will. But how about just being able to chat with everyone for a while? Yeah, like you said, like a Bible studies, for example, and singing.
Like
I
a book
agree.
club.
Yes, but it's, I mean, it's a good place for community to gather and exchange ideas. Offer support, find out. Hey, well, you have a problem here. Maybe some of us can get together and help you on that. And well, just that as a communal center, I think that's a very good idea. I think that's a very good idea. But like you said, like some of those churches are like too crazy, and like we had discussed, right? I forget what you were calling them. Called that denomination, the ones that take up snakes, for example.
Radical Pentecostals.
Or that's it. That's it. Radical Pentecostals, right? And that's it. Well, that's not really for me. I mean, I can understand the chatting about the spirituality aspect of it. Caring for your fellow man. Looking at it in terms of how do we, well, you all walk the path, in the best possible manner. And then again, like I said, to discuss any problems, that might be there and unable to be fixed, but someone else, in that community group might have a so-called connection with the government, that where they can, basically just inform them, hey, we need this worked on, and they would have a little more push, as they say, to get things done sooner.
I just want to let everybody know that David thinks religion and the Bible is a bunch of shite. What's up, David? I'm only joking, man. Are you there, David? David, is it quiet time or is it sing song time?
It's a load of shit.
It sounds like he's trying to set up his equipment.
I made out. It's a load of shite. That's what I heard him say.
All religion is shit.
I knew he was going to say it. Well, I love you anyway, David, even though you think my belief system is a bunch of
You hear
shite.
me okay?
Yeah, we hear you fine, brother. I got to say, though, if I didn't have a belief system,
I need to reload this because I'm getting a delay.
if I didn't have a belief
I'm
system,
getting a delay, so I'm going to have to reload this.
okay.
Hold on a sec.
If I didn't have a belief
You hear me
system
okay
and
better
family, yeah, I can hear you just fine, brother. I would probably be greedy and shasty, in other words, stingy. And I would probably be duping people because I know how stupid people are, and you could sell 50% of the people who live in the desert, you can sell them sand. So I'd probably be rich and ripping off poor people. Kind of like preachers. Some preachers, let me rephrase. Some preachers. Most of all, 501c3 preachers. But I try to fight those physical desires and try to focus on spiritual things. So I try not to be shasty and shady and stingy. I think all those three words are synonymous. But yeah, I try not to do that. But that's my nature. Like, I grew up very poor, so I want more and more and more, I guess. And I try not to do that. I try not to be that way because of my belief system. David, are you going to sing a song?
He dropped out, Hank. He might be back. I don't know if it's his connection or needed to do something.
I was hoping he'd sing a song. I like it when David sings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. He's back now.
You going to sing a song, David? I was just saying, I like it when you sing. You seem to be happiest when you're singing.
I don't think I'll be singing.
Okay. So what you want to talk about, David?
No, not really sure. I keep getting ignored by everybody on the text chat. With certain people that used to be friends with me aren't friends with me anymore for no fucking reason.
Well, me and Ronan are friends with you.
I'm not going to name names. They know who they are.
I don't know if y'all know this, but I hardly ever look at the YouTube chat.
Oh,
Like 99% of the time, I don't know what's going on.
I have them both on at the same. I have this and the text chat on at the same time.
I can only imagine what they say about me when I'm not looking.
No, they don't really talk about you, Hank, to be honest.
Oh, good. That's good.
It's me that gets the fuck. It's me that gets the fucking abuse.
I wonder if it's because they know you're looking. Sorry, go ahead.
And to be honest, I don't give a shit anymore. I'm going to end up giving up all this shit, to be honest, because it's fucking, it does you nothing. After a while.
Dude, I was debating for like 2.5, 3 months, like nearly every day, all day long. And this room is much more relaxed, and I don't have to constantly be on my guard. People trying to set me up with gotcha questions.
I used to enjoy this, but I don't really enjoy it anymore.
In here, I feel very relaxed, very. If a debate's
No, I'm not on about today. Well, today maybe, yeah. Just getting pissed off with it, to be honest, Hank. Fucking people that you used to think were your friends are just arseholes.
Say, Hank, did you lose your connection or purposely get out to come back in?
I had a phone call.
Oh, okay.
I came back and was quiet. You know, I don't like to jump in and start interrupting people, so I was seeing who was talking about what. Yeah, David, man, we hope you stick around. It is good to take a little break sometimes from these things. They are addictive, like Krispy Kreme donuts.
No, it's not that. It's certain people on this chat have turned against me for no fucking reason. That's what it is.
Well, I don't even hear those people or see them anywhere, so I'm oblivious if people have turned their back on you. I don't even know about it.
Well, they have. Believe me.
I guess I need to go check out the YouTube chat.
They're not saying anything to me right now, but they will in a minute. I'll get dogs abuse as I always fucking do.
Well, you didn't catch as much abuse yesterday as Honest Pakistani did. But I understand. Hank fucks nuts. I
I'm
do.
just saying, Hank. I'm just saying, Hank. There's people here that I used to get on with well, and now I don't, and there's no reason for it. I haven't changed. I'm still the same person. But
Well,
they feel
I see.
they feel the need to ignore me now and just fucking go on and on and on. So fuck them all.
It's the attitude you need to have. Fuck them. I see I am Ace Troll, and he says Hank works for Troll Pizza of East Texas.
It's not trolls, it's regulars.
Oh, Bob is, I am as a regular.
No Jose Hernandez.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call. How convenient. It looks like Bob Ha is trolling me. Looks like Jose is trolling. Hank sucks. Bob Ha. Look, they do talk shit about me.
No,
Yeah,
Jose
you did.
Hernandez is
Yeah,
alright.
you're being
I
trolled.
like Jose Hernandez. He's a good guy. But there's certain people in there that just like to fucking wind you up. They get some sort of sick pleasure out of making you feel bad.
David, you see what they're saying about me in the YouTube chat? Let's see. Hank is a paid shill. Bob Ha. Oh, that's as far back as it goes. Let's see. Hank sucks. Bob high.
Yeah, I see it.
Bob chill on Hank. He's chill. Oh, I thought Jose was talking shit about me.
They spoke about me and fucking ignored me. I just get ignored now.
Hank is the gingerbread man. Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I do like nuts. I fucking love fruits and nuts and stuff like that. And you can twist that and make it however you want. Me gusta cacahuates. Make it whatever you want. You can make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches out of that shit for all I care. But yeah, I ain't done nothing to ship or Bob High. He thinks I'm a paid shill, a troll, and a gingerbread man. I don't know where that gingerbread man shit came out. That shit's funny. Oh, run as fast as you can. Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread pizza man. Maybe it's because I'm doughy. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm the doughboy. I'm doughy. Brought a tear to my eye, Bob. Thanks, man. Good laughter. Goodness. Do you ever laugh till you cry? I do that shit all the time. Because I don't ever cry, so I got lots of tears stored up. So I just be crying for no reason. That shit is funny though. Look, my gumdrop buttons.
Yeah, I'm away. I can't be fucking bored with this anymore. Fucking my fucking nothing, to be honest.
Take a little break, man. Do some research on something you like. What do you like? What are your hobbies?
No, I'm talking about giving this up for good, because this is doing my fucking nothing. Everything. Good night, Hank. Bye.
Peace out, brother. I hope he finds his way in this world. Maybe he should take up some guitar lessons or something. You can get a 6-string acoustic for pretty cheap. Just make sure you play it for 30 minutes and it stays in tune, right, Ronan?
Yes, that's right. You gotta keep playing it. If you keep playing it, it will in the same conditions, right? With no extreme weather changes, it stays pretty well in tune. You know, my guitar.
That's the kind of guitar you buy.
Yeah, well, no, like my guitar is just basically a copy of a guitars that my Guitar Heroes used to have. It's like it's standard black body Stratocaster with alder neck, white pick guard. That's what my Guitar Heroes had, so that's what I bought, and a Marshall amp, just like I used to see on videos, right? And that's what I've used ever since. I mean, I've played other guitars. I mean, I played like Paul Reed Smith, those expensive ones, and all. I've actually played mostly all guitars, but it's like, oh, they're cool, But it really comes down to is how well that person plays. It's like you play quite well, Hank. I've noticed that. Well, after you started knocking that rust off, and man, you play quite well. It's just the idea that you get a little more comfortable and like play through the whole tune. That's what I want to hear, right? You just keep going. I want you to keep going.
Yeah, I do need to focus on that, learning entire songs. I think I know a song called Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. You know that one?
No, no.
I think I know that one. The whole thing, by the way. Even the solo on the electric guitar.
Oh, cool, cool. Maybe you can play it someday. Myself, it's like I don't want to take up time. Yeah, I can play. I can play whole songs here and there. And if it came down to certain songs, I got to go dig up the paperwork. Because I do have a lot of sheet music, and over the decades I've played the song. Then once I've mastered them, I play them for a little while. And then I just leave them alone, and then go on to another song and keep going on to other songs. So I don't remember like the songs from way back when, so if it came down to it, it's like, okay, I could look up the sheet music and work it up. It might take me about a week or so because I'd played it before, and I could do it. But currently, like I said, tomorrow, I think it's Jose de Mello and Ken Stanford. They basically talked me into playing the rhythm to Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones, and I'd never played that one. But I found a video where just the standard chord progressions, and that's why I'd mentioned if you were had the time you could come in with the bass because I think it's Munson covers that's the guy, and it lists a little window in there where it gives the bass line, and I say oh well maybe not tomorrow but sometime in the future we could all get together and do that.
Fuck yeah, that sounds fun. Oh, time to get fun. Yeah, man, I love me some Rolling Stones. I would love to play with you. We could try to schedule it for like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. That'd be great. I love playing with people. It's just like there's no better feeling when everybody's in tune and in timing and everything's working out great and everybody's getting along. The drummer doesn't hate the lead singer and the lead singer doesn't want to sleep with the guitar player's girlfriend. And you know what I mean? When everything's clicking, it's awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Oh, nice. Not too many people getting on here. And I'm going out to the boonies, 12 miles out, one way.
Well, it happens like that. Apparently, it comes in waves. That sometimes, I mean, the whole room is full. I mean, 10 people maxed out, and and then sometimes, well, just like this.
Today started out to be not a good day. I forgot to put on deodorant before I went to work. And that kind of sucks. But it's a short shift, so it's more like a 10-hour shift.
Oh, okay. So you have longer and shorter shifts. Is it
Yeah, I got a short shift today.
okay? Is it because just the I guess the business traffic, or is it just like personnel? You don't have enough personnel. Is that the adjustment for
Well, the
more?
adjustment is we got too much personnel. So I was getting 3 10 to 8s.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm getting less than that. Well, 3 10 to 8s plus 4 to close and sometimes a 10 to 4.
Oh.
But yeah, manager just got demoted back to driver. So we got too many drivers right now.
Oh, okay. Is there like overtime in your line of work?
Yeah, when people get fired or get caught drunk driving or something like that or call in too much, yeah, overtime's great.
Oh yeah, I imagine it is. I imagine it is. Like I said, but I don't know much about your line of work, so that's why I asked.
Yeah, me and my wife are both doing it. We both work at the same place. It's not too bad. Yeah, so my hours got cut. I'm not really worried about it. I'm not hurting financially. I guess it's the first time my hours have been cut in 6 years. So I'm cool. I'm good. He went up to management, and then they didn't like him as manager. Back down, we had too many drivers. Sure, somebody will fall off. We got 2 part-timers that we really don't need. Maybe they'll fall off. But I'm not worried about it. I'm pretty good at handling my bills and business and stuff.
Well, yeah, that is a management issue, but I guess they're trying to anticipate maybe a holiday season or something like that. I can understand that, right? I can understand that because obviously in your line of work, you want to get the product there as fresh as possible to the customer. So they might be trying to adjust. Well, it's the Halloween season, for example, and I don't know, like in your area, the amount that of traffic that they get during the holidays, especially because it's now at the football and baseball season. Well, baseball season's ending, but the football season. So there's a lot of that happening. So they might need extra personnel, like I said, because they do want to get the product as fresh as possible to the customers. I can see that. I'm only imagining that. I can't see it, but I can imagine that makes your personnel.
Yeah, bad weather days are always good for business. If it's a harsh summer and a harsh winter, I fucking love it. I don't care if I get wet, get rained on. my feet often get wet, and they'll stay wet for like 8 to 10 hours at a time. But I do my best to keep my feet dry. Extra socks, extra pair of shoes. Like I have 2 pairs of the same shoes, just in
Yeah,
case.
yeah, you got to keep your feet dry. You really got to keep your feet dry. It doesn't matter if the rest of you gets wet, but man, if you don't keep your feet dry, man, you get home and you just got a bunch of flappers. Well, I forget. Well, they're blisters, right? That break. They call them flappers. But yeah, I know what you mean. You got to keep your feet dry.
Yeah, I love it when it gets cold because I'm fat. So I'll get cold like everyone else, or not as quick as everyone else. And I do the whole pretend to shiver thing. Try to
Yeah.
get some sympathy tips. But today was a great day. So far, I've had two $10 tips and feel pretty good. Yeah, but I'm gonna head out to some camps. Definitely not gonna get service out there. I'll be back. Peace out.
All right. Take care.
Ronan, what's up, man? I'm done over here.
Hello, Armando Vargas. Oh, so you just touching base? Okay, mic out.
Packy. That shit was so funny yesterday, Melissa. This guy Packy said, "But I am different. I am animal."
Yeah, that was funny.
Hold on, give me 2 minutes, man. I'll be right back.
I can see your face through the telephone.
Hi, Hank.
I'm back. That was a journey.
I see you got promoted, as they say in the chat.
Yeah.
Congratulations, I guess. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know anything about that. So either
Well, I like
way,
to post links. I asked
you
Armando
what?
if I like to post YouTube videos, and instead of me going and erasing the dot and put DOT and then erasing the web address stuff, I just can post a link now. That's all I'm really going to do. I'm not going to kick anybody or time out or speak. It's not my thing. I just like posting links.
Can you I guess oust people? I mean, I don't know what you call. I say oust.
Yeah, I can kick people off the chat, but that's the last thing I'm going to do. I'll kick
Well,
myself
no,
before I do
no,
that.
no, no. I need one of you to be a little more proactive, and when people like, well, what was it, John Titor, right? They start sniping. People like snipes, right? It's like y'all don't even want to take snipes out, and that. I mean, that really ruins the chat sometimes. I mean, something really good's going on, then a snipe comes in, and then nobody does anything about the snipe. I mean, what's the point in being a moderator if you're not going to take care of problems like that?
I can only moderate the YouTube chat. So only thing I can do on here is mute you. I can't kick you.
Oh, okay. It's called kicking. Oh, okay. So you can't kick a person from the chat room.
Not unless Armando gives me mods, which I wouldn't want that responsibility.
Oh.
But yeah, Armando can give you mods. Like Ronan, you're here quite a bit. He can give you mods, and just before even have all I can do is, let's see, I'm going to click on your name. Yeah, I got a flag and a microphone, which means that I can flag you, which I wouldn't do that, or I can mute you. And that's, but on the YouTube chat, I have much more options, especially on the PC. Maybe it's different on the PC. Maybe a moderator has more options on the PC, but on the phone, here, let me go to the YouTube chat, see what I can do there. Don't worry, I'm not going to make an example out of anybody, but.
Oh, so there's different levels. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I might be able to on a computer. I might be able to kick somebody in here, but.
Oh no, that like Armando has like a no banning policy and even apparently tolerates the snipes. But I said, well, it's like I don't see why we should tolerate snipes if they're gonna knock out Armando and then other people on the panel, and that really just ruins the chat, because like I said, sometimes it really gets very interesting, multiple topics, multiple people,
Yeah, really. The only reason I wanted to be a wrencher, or whatever you call it, a wrench, is so I could post links. Like you see, I just posted a link just now, and I didn't have to go through the dot.
I just hovered my pointer on a wrench, and it says moderator.
Oh, moderator.
Yeah, I mean that's what it says. So I don't know. I didn't know the word kicking before to kick. Yeah, I thought it was like oust, but then again, like I said, I'm really new to this. So I don't know. Okay.
Well, I'm glad you found it, Ronan. How did you find it, by the way?
What's that? The word moderator?
No. How did you find these live hangouts?
Oh, I was well. I used to really focus on the Young Turks channel, right? And then
did you like them or did you hate them?
The Young Turks, I like them.
Oh, okay.
They're not. I mean, they're not the best professionals. They don't really. I mean, they don't have it like all pro setup like the cable guys do, or the cable channels do. but at least they take on all sides. They do take all sides. Yeah, they show a little more, a preference to like independents and progressives. Yeah, I understand that, but they do go after Hillary. They do go after her. They do go after Trump. They go after everybody. That's the difference. They don't show a bias like the cable news networks. Anyway, like one time they I forget the holiday some time ago, and they took some time off, right? And I was looking to chat, on the chat stream, but I couldn't find them, so I just typed in live chat streams, and then I found a few of them. A couple of them kicked me because well, I'm like chatting with you like I chat now, and I chat the same way online, but they don't like my views because I would question their positions, and they were resentful. And like one of them, like a Trump exclusive, right? They kicked me right out, and I went back, and after waiting 5 minutes, I think, and asked them, "Hey, look, you say freedom of expression here. Everybody has rights, but you're just showing bias. Why do you do that?" And then I just abandoned them, and then I found Newsmax, and that's where I met Armando Vargas, and he and I chatted over time. And then one day he says, "Hey, come to my chats." And I said, "Hey, man, I don't want I don't want you chatting with me and making a fool of yourself." And then he persisted. He persisted. So I just went through and got the headphones and stuff and figured out how to get on. And the rest is, as they say, is history.
I'm glad you found it, man. I think if Armando falls out, you should open up yours, and if you fall out, one of your people should open up theirs. I think stuff like this needs to grow. I'm tired of, especially Americans, saying, "I'm offended. I'm so offended by what you say. My nipples are sore."
Yeah.
I'm tired of that kind of bullshit. You need to be offended. It's good to offend people. If you offend people, you make them think. And Americans need to do what these days?
Yeah, but you use a very strong term there. You say offend. I'm not here to offend. I have questions. I mean, even though I can prove, my position and obviously prove that person wrong, it's not in me to like to tell them that you're wrong, and dismiss them out of hand. I want them to explain their position, and then I want to ask questions, right, and have them realize, what would be better if their idea isn't really compatible with reality. You know what I mean? I'm not here to try to offend people or aggravate anyone. I'm just trying to ask questions, and well, obviously, most of the time I do know. Yeah, I know the answer, but I got to lead up to it, and it's the best way to get those people, especially if they're like, I mean, like hardcore Trump people, right? You get them to, like consider, looking at their own base and maybe change their position or not. If they still decide to keep it, well, that's fine. But at least they'll be able to assert that fact to me and everyone else, online or in chat. Hey, future boy.
Future Boy is AFK. He'll probably be right back. Yeah, I have nothing against people who think differently than me. Even people who vehemently oppose my views, nothing against them. I love them all. Red, yellow, black, and white, and even the ones that probably want me dead. Love them too. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing with your neighbor.
Well, yeah, but so long as they don't become disagreeable, I can see that. It's like I wanted to get into a chat with a gentleman by the name of Nephilim Free, well, gentlemen, plural, Nephilim Free, Antonio Fletcher, and True Empiricism. But I had posted comments in their videos, right, asking them questions. And when I tried to get in, they posted the link and everything, and I couldn't get in. You are not allowed. Whoa, it's like, oh, okay. There's no use in trying to talk to these people because obviously I had a point. They couldn't, refute my position, and they resent that fact. So they just want to be heard, but not listen. They won't listen. And even though, yes, I have evidence. Yes, I can prove it. Yes, they can prove it. They don't want me there. And it's the same thing like Fox News has blocked me. Chris Matthews has blocked me. My local ABC affiliate has blocked me. So, okay, but I know I didn't say anything offensive. I asked questions, and those questions basically aggravated them, and they blocked me.
Yeah, people don't like people asking questions. You're not supposed to question the authorities or the official narrative. That's definitely something I've noticed. Your side, I lean more right, but I'm not a Republican. You tend to lean more left. Is that correct?
What, please?
You lean more left.
Well,
You lean more Democratic.
no, no. I'm independent. I mean, like here, we have local races and different positions: mayor, city council, yeah, a school board, and I mean, they basically break up with Republican and Democrat. I just go with whichever has the best policy statement, right? I've never voted straight ticket. I've never voted straight ticket. I always look into what each candidate is saying and try to just make the best decision possible. Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter to me because I have realized since that, well, they're all crooked. It doesn't matter, but
Right.
just which is the best option? That's it. Which one of them has the best option, and I'll go for that. Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter to me. It's just okay. This person's position. Granted, the party overall, both parties are crooked. Yes, but individuals, like I say, yeah, I have to like pick and choose. I don't mind doing that, but I wouldn't say I lean left or right. I mean, if we're going to go, fiscal or social, it's two different things because like Republicans, right? They want to deny a woman's right to choose, right, what to do with her body, right? So I disagree with that, right? And Democrats, I don't like their fiscal policies. I disagree with that. So I can't say left or right. I'm just instead of being claiming centrist, I would just say I'm independent. I just go with the best idea possible for that position being challenged.
Hi guys,
Well, I
it's
guess-
me, Nicolas Soto.
Hello, Nicolas Soto.
Hello, Nicholas.
You're back with the cute little voice and stuff, huh?
Hi guys, it's
So-
me, Nicolas Soto.
Hello, Nicholas. How are you, sir? Young man. Whatever.
Good.
Yeah, you gotta work on your setup there. You're moving around too much, trying to get comfortable. You should have done that before you
I
came
don't
on.
know.
It's better for your character presentation. If you show that you got it all together when you come on, Nicolas Soto.
So I don't really want to say I'm independent, but I guess I am. Like the true definition of the word independent, all by myself. I guess I'm caught somewhere in between libertarian and anarchist, leaning
okay.
anarchist.
Okay.
I don't think that anyone has the right to tell me how I can do anything if I'm not victimizing someone. Now, if I'm victimizing someone, then the authority has the right to step in.
New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house.
You.
Hello,
Hello, Petra
Hi,
Miller.
I'm Nicolas Soto. Hi.
my name's Petra Miller. Hi. Hi, Hank.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi.
Hey, Petra.
Hi. Hey.
I'm about to run a pizza and I'll be right back. Research true anarchy. It's not what you've been told.
Girl.
Hi.
Isn't anarchy close to nihilism?
I am an anarchist.
No, it just means that I believe that no one has the right to tell me what I can and can't do,
Sex Pistols.
as
I am
long as I'm
an
not victimizing anyone.
If we want to live in a
I'm going
civilized
to generally.
society, anarchism is not good.
What would you class as victimizing?
Classifies what?
You're a little far back, Grizz London. You might have to
Oh,
adjust the
sorry.
volume on your mic, please.
No, it's my mic far away. I asked Hank, what does he mean by victimized? Like, would you be allowed by your rule set to sell drugs to someone? Is that classed as victim?
I didn't say victimized society, but civilized society.
Someone's microphone is cracking up, getting interference. I think it's that new one that's just come out with the weird pictures and that, and what someone called them a say, like, they've got fucking zombies on the picture and making funny noises with the fucking microphone in it.
I don't know. I think this guy's doing it on purpose.
Get him off. I'll go on.
Right. So what I mean by victim, this is the way I understand my God-given rights, or inalienable for the ancients. Okay. My rights end only when other people's rights begin.
Be a motherfucking bastard, you cunt, bastard.
What?
I've got Tourette's.
Apparently.
Just a joke, not being serious. You Americans don't get irony, I've heard, innit? You don't get irony, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, we get irony.
No, you don't.
A cop telling me that I can't speed, but he speeds every day. That's irony.
Who was that little faggot that just come in and come out again? Scared him away, did I? And you all, as soon as you came on, you were all, hi sir, and all that, hi. With me, it's just like, oh, fuck off. Shut up, we can't understand what you're saying. I'm fucking, you've known me longer than that one that just came in, and you fucking call him sir, and he hasn't said a fucking dicky bird to anyone.
Well,
Hello, Sir Petra.
talk about anarchy.
Thank you.
That better?
Thank you. Anarchy, I think it's pretty good. Like in Emily Sandé, if you heard it, I think she's American. Emily Sandé, she says in a song, if the truth has been forbidden, then we're breaking all the walls, breaking all the rules. I don't, you know, the father lies had to come and get his name from somewhere, didn't he? There's lies out there that we don't know about, and I'm not sure whether everyone can decipher truth from lie, but I can.
So what I meant by my rights end only when other people's rights begin, that
I'm not
means
interested, mate. I'm not interested in your bullshit that you talk about. I want to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm not listening to your little girly problems you've got with each other. It's all bleeding bitch this and bitch that in here, isn't it? Go on, what
go
you
ahead,
saying?
Petra. You've got the floor.
I'm just going to sit here and look at you and stare like that with my mouth open. Huh? Huh? Fucking hell. Aye. Fucking hell. Huh? It's the new rage round here. This is the new face, like. The new face.
What the?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Just
So what
doing
the
a
fuck
new
you
face.
babbling
Like,
about?
he came over there the other night and he just comes in, sits down and goes, what would you do if I went like this to you? And I just laughed my head off and we haven't stopped doing it since. Like, it's just a funny thing that me and Maeve like decided to laugh about. First of all, it was saying I, saying I, and now, lo and behold, he's brought out a face. Fucking excellent. Matthew Corbett, tip top. He's the one that got possessed in my house, innit? Don't call me a fucking demon because I'm fucking hanging around with people that get possessed. Fucking how horrible are you? I get rid of them. I get rid of them. Fucking hell. You should be fucking praising me, singing me praises and that. Who's that? Who's that? Who are you?
Shut up. God damn.
Get
Who are you talking
him,
to?
motherfucker! He stole my fucking radio,
Shut
man.
up.
Fucking hell, man.
Shut up, you retard.
Fuck
Who are
off,
you
you
talking
baldy out grey little fucker, you ugly little motherfucking bitch. You bitch, what? Don't fucking talk to me like that. I'll fucking do what I want. I'll express myself any way I wish. Thank you very much. Thanks for showing you
I'd do
baldy
what I
little head online, like, but no thanks.
I do what I want.
Well, I
Like
do
your
what I
friend.
want, motherfucker. Go get some baba apple pie. Go tell the
Exactly.
cows to come in.
Exactly.
Batten down the hatches. Get all the cows in from the field. We've got a hurricane coming.
Blimey.
Hello.
What's up, Flamingo?
Hey, Flamingo.
He's a new one, isn't he? I don't know him. Like, where do you save us from? Save us from what rock did you call out? I wonder. So, we're drinking tea now, are we? Oh, have you got that cup full with my little group? Have you? Are you drinking tea?
God, you're retarded.
No,
Shut
shut
up.
up. You shut up.
Out of a pink
Sick.
cup,
No,
too.
you shut up.
I've got a phone call. I'll be back.
What's your name? With the
Danny.
earphones on.
Your
What?
mom.
Danny.
That's your name.
Danny.
His name is your mom.
Oh my God! I can't believe you say mum jokes. You gay fucker.
You gay fucker. You wanker.
That's Scottish.
Shut up. Who gives a
Shut up.
fuck? Shut up.
Shut
Shut
up.
up.
Yeah. What are you going to do about it if I don't? I'll have you a fight, mate. I'm trained in boxing. I can fucking batter you. I'll rip your fucking throat out.
Fucking
Punch you in
pile
the throat
drive
and
you.
then that'll be fun, innit? I'll just claim self-defense, innit? Always winding me up, mental torture.
Oh, wow.
Quick Smith punk. I bet no one fucking miss you anyway, would they? Got no family or friends. Day and night on Google Hangouts. Wanking off to Amado. Fucking I know what you're type, mate.
You're annoying.
So fuck off then. Why do you only come on camera when I come on? It's meant to be just me and Hank, and then all you come on the video, yeah? Follow me, are you? Follow me, are you? No, fuck off. I don't want you to follow me.
But I can't speak English. I'm English, but I can't speak English. What?
It's called the Scouse accent. That's what she's got.
Evil little trolls they are. Fucking horrible. Absolutely horrible. I come in here with all sunshine and light and I get fucking dickheads like that ruining my day. Fucking shit. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Where's all the love going? Just because I fucking went off now, no one fucking, is everyone giving me shit now? All these new people coming on giving me shit. Hank, who's that cross?
What?
What's his name? Hank's there, everyone else is on fucking mute.
No, I'm not on mute.
You're the only one.
That's where you
Good,
have a good
thanks,
day.
how are you? Yeah.
Everything's fine. Are you getting a little cool weather up there? It's getting cold down here.
I've been outside with a jumper on today, no coat. It's been quite pretty mild, actually.
You're wearing a sweater, that's why I asked.
Yeah, but I have no coat on, which is all right for this time of year. I just went out in this light jumper.
Yeah, I don't ever wear sweaters or sleeves. I rarely. Well, I wear I don't wear wife beaters, but I don't wear long sleeves either.
I wear vests. Tight vests, sorry. In the summer. But I hate dressing up for winter because that means you've got to cover up head to toe and put loads of layers on and that. And I like show my sexy ass off, if you know what I mean.
So, Petra, do you feel that you have the right to do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt someone else?
Yeah. As long as you don't hate anyone. If you're not hating yourself and anyone else, of course you can do what they want. But that doesn't happen, does it? Like, I try and do what I want and say what I'm, but I'm under a mental health care team and they like can put things into matters into their own hands, you know. So I'm not allowed to believe or say, voice my beliefs. So it's a bit of a catch-22, isn't it? I suppose you can, but you be prepared for it, like to come back on you, and you leave yourself open as a target. It's best just to hide away and shut out from the world, innit? Fucking work on yourself, innit? Go to your safe haven and just try and be by yourself. Don't leave all these people around you all the time distracting you. Just be okay with yourself and your own skin, and then move. Because they'll swipe you and they'll fucking kill you if they fucking can get your hands on you. So you're gonna be hard. You're gonna be fucking bullet it up. Do you believe that we have the right to do what we want?
One can tell us what we can and can't do unless we're hurting someone.
Like a bitch.
Well, it's hard. It's very easy to hurt someone, isn't it? It depends where your level of hate gets to. Like, some people can be hurt for something that like the other person didn't even know they were doing.
Right. You can accidentally hurt someone. You can hurt someone's feelings, but that's not really hurt, is it?
Not any intention, is it? If it was an intentional hate, then I'm sure it'd be different. But who wants to hurt anyone anyway? It's not about hating people with knives and guns. It's about like now it's about hating people with your status or your words, you know, or your job or what you've been doing, and this is like put you down if like you do something different from themselves. Everyone's judgmental. Everyone's very, very judgmental.
Yeah, that's for sure. So is Petra coming through a little bit choppy for anyone else, or is it just me? Can someone else talk so I can see if it's just me?
Yeah, I don't hear any problem with it too much. Your mic seems a little choppy here, a little bit of background interference.
Yeah, I got background noise, it'll work. Yeah, so what I was saying earlier about my raps end only when other people's raps begin, what that means to me is basically I can do whatever I want as long as I don't trample anyone else's rap. So if you have...
Go on.
What was that, Petra?
Go on, I'm waiting for you.
Okay. So basically, I can do whatever I want, which includes smoke weed, skydive. I can't rob banks because cheating on the bankers' rights to life, liberty, and
the law. Like, what about the unwritten law, where it's like, you know what it's like, these games that people play and all that fuck with these beds and like, you know, all this superficial crap that's going on in the media. Like, there's no laws for doing any of that, putting anyone down and all that, so it's got your own moral compass in it. But I like to think I'm free, but I'm not, because if I say to my mental health care team, I believe in this, such and such, like, whichever, like, most people, like, I can talk about the afterlife without having to be locked up in it, but I haven't got free, I'm still under their clutches, like, for what I say, that's it. I'm not out to hurt myself or anyone, but if you open my mouth, I can't, it's not really freedom. I've written to the newspaper about it, I need freedom of speech, but no one's getting back to me. I've got no help from anywhere, I'm alone.
No, you're not alone. There's other people that see through the media and want the freedom of speech.
Hospital. Morgue. Remember that, Petra.
What was that? I'll be pushing your big red button, mate.
I said hospital, morgue. Remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a cross for attention and down for results.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah! Ride him, cowboy. Come on, fuck me, Billy Joe. Come on, Billy Joe, get your cock out. Billy John Paul, Billy Bob Fun. Hey man, I've got a few cows there for you to ride if you want. Or do you want my bull? He's a prize winning bull, you know.
Welsh are real bad English.
Petra, you can dance if you want to. I don't mean that you should like physically dance. I'm just saying like you can do whatever you want to do.
Well, in my dancing days, in my club days and all that, I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't very self-aware of myself. The way I danced and that caused the attention. So I couldn't do what I wanted because it was causing a stir. All the friends that come in my life, they come and go, like, they don't stick around for long. And that's nothing to do with me, because it could be any reason, it could be different reasons for every single person I've met, but they just don't want to stick around too long. Even my own mum and dad think I'm fucking nuts.
No one understands a word you're fucking saying.
We're not nuts, Petra. Forget about what other people think about you. It doesn't matter. Like, okay, I think the Earth is flat. Do you care that I think the Earth is flat?
It doesn't really matter, does it?
Do you care? Like, does it piss you off that I think the Earth is flat?
People find anything to get at you or argue against. They'll argue black was white, and even they don't know for sure. It's just both of them theories arguing. No one knows the truth, but everyone seems to know a different truth, which is really weird. The way people are today in this generation, like all the people that are alive and all that, in these current years, we've had such fast speed of technology in the last 100 years. 2 world wars, and basically like a lot of coming along recently. But everyone, if you meet them, will have a different account of the past, what happened, and everyone's got their own views. That's why they say you can't talk about religion and politics, because everyone's got their own view, and you'll cause proper arguments. And some people, as you know, will like kill others.
Yeah, I definitely understand the technology in the past 100 years. It says in the history books that we went from the internal combustion engine to the moon within like 50 or 60 years. And I can't believe that. That doesn't make sense to me. It does compute. So it doesn't matter what other people say, and everybody conforming to believe the same thing, like you said. Think what you want, do what you want. Don't care about.
Someone's put Hank on mute.
He muted himself, I think.
In like old writings and that, they predicted that you'd be able to talk from one world to the other side of the world with like the stone. It's all they could describe it as. So every technology, everything in our future is being seen in the past. They knew that we were going to have technology like this. It's not like some big idea humans have come up with, like it's their own greatness. It's all the powers that be giving you these ideas, not yourselves, so don't get too above your station.
What? English, please.
I think what she's trying to say is that whatever higher power gave you the ideal of a microscope, and you didn't come up with the idea on your own, or humans didn't come up with the idea of how to create a microscope on their own. Perhaps he was dreaming, or he had an epiphany one day, and oh fuck, a microscope, and it wasn't like thought up through maths and theory by humans. It was given to him like God gave us fire or something. Humans.
Are you saying God gave us the microscope? Seriously?
I guess.
Does it say in the Bible that God gave us fire? No.
Oh no, I'm just saying.
This is why you're horrible to me, because you're religious fanatics. Fucking hell, mate. You're the evilest person ever
Flamingo's
going.
Flamingo's not even religious.
Just must be jealous then, innit? Haters. Got them all around you, mate. You're not the worst ones. You don't even bother.
I'm a polytheist.
Thrive off it. I think, wow, I must be that good that grown men are fucking being mean to me. Like, that must say something about me, though, innit? Make grown men cry and all that, make them go home and wish they were suckling on their mummy's titties again, because they know that they've got no love without using their dick. They will know nothing of love, like women do.
Either a bunch of manginas, aren't they, Petra?
I don't know. Me and my wife don't have sex a lot.
What of it?
I love her.
I'm only joking, man.
Yeah, I think that's what she was saying. God gave us the microscope, the telescope. Not necessarily God, but the powers that be.
No, that's not what she was saying.
All this.
Ain't nobody know what she was saying.
That's what I got from what she said. She's like, oh, all this technology, don't think that you thought it up. The powers that be gave it to you. So how?
My
What other
brother-in-law-
translation could that be?
My brother-in-law said he needed help writing a essay for college. So he said that his college professor said that he needs to write an essay of why aliens exist. And I said, hey, we went from like the moon within like 50 years or a little more. And I helped him like write the essay, and this was like 3 years ago. And since then, my view has changed so much. I no longer believe in extraterrestrials. At the time, I didn't believe we went to the moon, but I was trying to help him write an essay. But is that weird to y'all that I don't believe in aliens? Strange.
You've got to see it to believe it. You've got to experience it. If nothing's going to happen to you your whole life, then you won't believe it. But I've experienced things.
Well, that's not weird that you don't believe in aliens. I don't believe in them. I mean, I imagine they might be out there, but I don't believe in them. Not right offhand.
Just look around you, be self-aware and look around at the things that are around you. You're here, your brain's here, everything is right here around you. Where did all this come from? Why are we here? You know, this, when you go back to it, there's definitely got to be a creator of some sort somewhere. This can't be chance. It can't all happen by chance. After all, the Big Bang is just a theory, isn't it? And if it is the Big Bang, who created the Big Bang?
Well, the creator's just
That's a good question.
Well, so, I mean, we can go back and forth.
The Watchers,
You're right.
humans,
We
aliens, all the
covered
same
the
thing.
definition of scientific theory the other night. We covered that.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Petra, I do believe in extra-dimensional beings, or beings that we can't see with our human eyes. So I'm not saying that there aren't other beings. I'm just saying they're not from other planets.
Something, yeah,
I
something
don't
else.
believe in
like,
extraterrestrials.
it could be anywhere. Like, if you think about it,
Hank,
even
you don't
God's
believe we can go to
alien, innit?
space?
Just means that he's from somewhere else, not here.
I can post you a video of NASA talking about they can't go higher than low Earth orbit, but you won't believe it.
That's why you can't see how big it is, but there's loads of lies out there. How stupid is that? The computerized and everything. What the fuck are they trying to hide? Just to save their own ass, make them look good. They're not doing it for anyone. I wonder who they're doing it for. Keep us all enslaved. Gotta free yourself, free your mind. Free your mind, the rest will follow. Be colorblind, don't be so shallow.
Yeah, I could post that video of Obama saying, unlike the first attempt, you know, this one's actually, and we can get past low Earth orbit. But you guys will just, you know, dismiss it on semantics or something. Want me to post it or not?
Well, believe me, I've had proof to myself. I can't prove it fully to others, but they know something's going on. But I've like seen things like and heard things and like know things that I don't even want to go into because it's just so weird to say that no one will believe me. And it's just I'm sick of saying it. Like, so I'm not going to say it anymore. I don't think I've ever said it properly, but fucking aliens, demons, gods, devils, fucking ancient knowledge that hasn't even been thought of yet. Visions, signs. The law.
Petra, I know you've seen some shit that not everyone else has seen, and I just want to let you know, I don't think you're crazy. I believe you.
Yeah, but the bad thing for me is that when
believe.
people are forced to believe, and when it doesn't matter to me anymore because it's already happened, and people want to be around me, I'm gonna think, you know what, you ain't there for me. You know, when I was just crying out in the wilderness, like, you ain't there for me, so now you want something off me, do you?
That's how people are. People are pirates. Take what you can, give them back.
They call me the machine.
They call you the machine? Who calls you the machine?
Just saying it. I think it's off a film.
I wish they called me the machine.
My brother says it. He comes out. They call me the machine.
don't like to make up my own nicknames or anything like that.
But
Except for the whole thing, kill thing.
good. I'd like to be called the Machine as well. Quite good, that, innit?
Yeah, if you guys want to call me in Petra the Machine, we're down for that.
I'm going to call you the Machine from now on.
Feel free to say it with a Spanish accent. It's the Machine.
The Machine.
The Machine.
The Machino.
So, Petra, you know to answer my question. Do you care what I think about the shape of the Earth?
Do I care what you think?
What?
What did you ask? Do I care what you think?
Yeah, do you care what I think about the
Do I
shape
care
of the
what
Earth?
you think?
What? Do you care? Yes or no?
Excuse me. Sorry.
I'm stumped. No, I'm not really, no.
Good. You shouldn't care what anybody else thinks
No.
at all. I get it.
I've had a vision, but I'm not going to fucking rely on it. I've seen loads of visions. I haven't really acted upon it. I've gone, oh, okay, nice to know, thank you. Say thank you, but fucking I need proof. Like it might be a bad spirit in it.
Yeah, I'm really getting to that point too where I need proof. I need to see it. I need to observe it with my own senses.
So it brings on another life form.
Other life forms. Well, I guess, what's your definition of life? Does it have to have genetics and the ability to reproduce? Would a spirit be life, or would it be the death? What?
I used to say the meaning of life is death, and death. No, life is death, and death is life. So I used to say, but I don't know what the meaning of life is. My thing I've told myself is if I was like the creator, and I was creating things and all that, I'd probably like have a vision of a lot of people, like, but you can't send them to heaven straight away, otherwise they wouldn't appreciate heaven and know what it is until they've experienced hate. So then I'd create someone evil to do the dirty work to create hate and all that. But the meaning of life would be like a vision. It was a vision someone had. Instead of there just being one, why can't there be a whole lot? Everyone's working, everyone's got the dues to pay, blah, blah, blah. That's in songs, written in songs.
It's real simple for me. The meaning of life is to make other people's life easy, make sure that you leave positive ripples in the pond of time, and hopefully people will pay it forward and do the same. If everybody did that, I think the meaning of life would be clear and people wouldn't ponder over, why are we here?
Well, it's so simple. I mean, like, it could be anything. It could be different to each person. Like, what's your meaning to life? What's your meaning to life? Like, someone else's dream can't be someone else's. Like, everyone I meet's looking for love, innit? I ain't looking for love. I ain't looking for another half of me. I'm complete. Like, if that's what people want, love, then that can be their definition of life. But my definition of life, my life, personally, would be to show me, like, loneliness, and even though I don't get lonely, like being shunned, being a loser. I need to live this life. Everyone needs to live this life to make themselves better for the next life, and if you don't make yourself better for the next life, then you come here again on Earth, something like that.
I'm under the impression that you got one shot. This isn't a video game. You don't get a reset button. You don't get extra men. This is reality, in my opinion. This is your one chance, your one shot.
Yeah, but we're still looking at the machine because we live in UK and America. It is free over here as it can be, but there's people out there that haven't even got clean water. And how can you make yourself happy and find the happiness of life when someone else isn't happy? True spiritual enlightenment and awakeness is when you feel for the whole world and you want everyone to be happy, and if they're not happy, then you're not happy, innit? You can't like have all agree to yourself and all that. People need to pray about other people before themselves, but everyone's just so selfish, praying for what they don't want and what their own needs and that. Maybe if you treat everyone the way you treat your kids, you should treat everyone like that. And you shouldn't want kids just to see what they look like, or to make you feel like you've got some power, or to figure out something in life. Like, there's plenty of people out there. If you want to be a control freak, go and control them.
Well, the Pope says that people that don't want to have kids are selfish. So the Pope thinks you're selfish while he lives in a
I think it's
city
very
state that
selfish.
he pretty much controls. Go ahead.
I think if I did have a kid, then then I would be being selfish, because most people who have kids don't know what to do and they're shit at it, and there's no book or whatever tells you how to be a good mum and dad. But I know I wouldn't be a good mum.
Actually, there is.
So
Bible tells you to spare the rod. What does spare mean? When you're bowling and you have a spare, it's the extra one, the one that you didn't get, the one put aside. So a spare is like. Well, anyway, I don't beat the shit out of my kids.
People in hell, like, there's kids. You don't learn nothing from kids. It's you're looking after someone else who can't look after themselves. You're regressing back to how to spell things and colours, and you sort of like. They don't listen to you when they grow up, and they never turn out how you want them to be. They always worry about the wanking and shagging boys and worrying about them and all that, getting up, stuff like that. They fucking ruin your life then. That's not being free. But the thing is, most people aren't parents, like, and they shouldn't have kids. Selfish. I saw the Pope on the front page or something, on a computer or something, and he was apparently in mid-throes of doing an exorcism. This man was in a wheelchair. How apt! Like, he was in a wheelchair, like, which now they're saying demons are illnesses. But he put his hand on his head and he was shaking like that or something like that. That's not fucking how exorcisms work. He's all fucking for the camera and the show and all that. I wouldn't like to know some of their dirty secrets that they've got in there. They have no impact on the world. Fucking bearded men. Fucking no women and that. Who the fuck follows that?
1.6 billion people follow that guy.
Hello.
And you know what's funny? He's a German from Argentina. Red flag, red flag, red flag.
A film the other night that just reminded me. It's called The Vatican Tapes. It's a supernatural shivers starring Doug Ray Scott. A local priest and an exorcism specialist from the Vatican attempt to make a troubled young woman who is being haunted by an ancient satanic force. Looks like a good film, doesn't it? My Kansas, up my street, that is.
Armando got sniped, didn't he?
Sniper, no sniping.
Oh, that guy unknown came in and sniped him or something?
Yeah.
Oh, what a dick. What a
Who
dick
even
move.
is that guy?
Who knows?
I don't even see the point why people do that.
Oh, they don't like
I
the
mean-
person. It's probably Big L or somebody like that.
Yeah, but they're sniping a channel with what? 20 views, 5. No, it was at like 25. What's the point?
Well, because they can get in. They can't get in some of the higher channels, some of the more well-known channels. They're not allowed in there. So.
But there's literally just like no point of sniping like a hangout with 20
Unknown
people.
removed. Armando Jesus Vargas unknown from there. Yeah, unknown removed him. What a douche.
That means we got less than 5 minutes. Frustrating, man. Why do people keep snapping? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's their form of entertainment.
You have the power to do stuff, doesn't mean you should.
I'll see you guys in the next one.
But I mean, it won't work that way.